Hello everyone! As I was walking in our local mall, well, all of a sudden I just saw a store that was being opened today, um, and they were setting up their store, and it happened to be a card game store. Oh, it's about 10 minutes walking for me, and that's really the first time that I've had a card game shop near me, and they sell One Piece. I learned the game over there with the demo pack, which I will review in a later video, and I got all of the starter decks that are available at the moment. So let's take a look at what we will get. Yeah. So, yeah, I will link the store in the description down below because I did not catch the name yet, but I did get an online receipt from them, so I can look it up. As with all the card games from Bandai, we get a nice booklet here, and the card game itself, it's really similar to Dragon Ball Super in a lot of areas, except for the area where you pay for stuff, because in this game you have a separate deck that is called the Don deck. We'll take a look at that later, and those cards are actually the ones with which you pay, similarly to lands in Magic, but they are not shuffled in your deck. They are a separate deck, and every turn you get 2 Don cards, and the maximum is 10. So here is the battle area. So you have life, just like with Dragon Ball, a Don deck, a cost area, your leader card here, a stage card, the deck itself, trash, which is a discard pile, and the character area. Phases of the game. Yeah, and that's about that. So there are 4 colors in total at the moment. So this is the red deck, the Straw Hat Crew deck, and as you can see here, we are starting right off the bat with the Don deck. Like I said, they have a different back than the rest. It's a deck that comprises of 10 Don cards, which are all the same. Right, and then we have Monkey D. Luffy in a foil treatment here for the deck. So it's a 5,000 power leader. It's a red leader, as you can see. It has 5 life, which is quite interesting because all the leaders can have different life. So you can start out with different life points. But most of them, I was told by the shop owner, are 5 life. Right. It has an activate main ability once per turn, just like with Dragon Ball Super. They use kind of the same wording. Give this leader or one of your characters 1 rested Don card. Now rested is when you used it, and then you can give it to him. Now the Don cards themselves, they say your turn plus 1,000 power. So on your turn, if you have, for example, Luffy with a Don card, it is not 5,000 but 6,000 power on your turn. So that's interesting. Very cool indeed. Right, so that's about it for Luffy. Sweet. Then we have another Luffy character, which is 6,000 power, but this is not a leader, this is just a character. Right here, character. So you can actually play him for the cost of 5 Don. It has rush, so it can attack immediately when it comes into play. And then if you attach 2 Don to him, and when attacking, your opponent cannot activate blocker during this battle. Very cool, very interesting. We get 2 of them. Ooh, Roronoa Zoro, of course. Oh, it's going to be so much fun seeing all my favorite characters in here. And I have been a fan of One Piece ever since the first manga came out in English, so it's been a long time for me as well. So Roronoa Zoro is 5,000 power for the cost of 3. It has Don times 1, so then you have to add 1 Don. This character gains plus 1,000 power. Yeah, very cool. We get 2 of him as well. So a playset is 4, so basically if you get, depending on the rest of the deck, we can make a playset if we buy 2 decks. So here we have Usopp, also a character for 2. It has 2,000 power, and it has a counter similar to Dragon Ball's combo number, is plus 1,000. Now then, unlike Dragon Ball, you cannot just go into a combo, how do you call that? Yeah, a combo streak, if you will. Like I combo, you combo, I combo, until someone passes. This is only applicable to the defender. No, wait. Yeah, no, the defender. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, no, I just learned the game, so excuse me for not knowing the rules that well yet. Then it has a Don times 2. And when attacking, your opponent cannot activate a blocker character that has 5,000 or more power during this battle. And we have a trigger. Play this card. Very cool. Triggers are very handy. If, for example, you would get damage, you would take one of your cards from the life pool to your hand. If that card has a trigger, well, as the card says, you can actually use that. So we get 4 Usopp. Then we have Karoo. It's a blank character for 1, 3,000 power with a counter of plus 1,000. Alright, Sanji, very cool. 4,000 power for the cost of 2, and then Don 2, this character gains Rush. Also 4 of them. Jinbei, 5k for a cost of 3. Don times 1, and when attacking, your leader or one of your characters other than this card gains plus 1,000 power during this turn. Chopper, Tony Chopper. For the cost of 1, we get a 1,000 power character with blocker. Very cool. So if your opponent declares an attack, you may rest this card to make it the new target of the attack. Then we have Nami, 1,000 power for the cost of 1, with a counter of plus 1,000. Activate main once per turn. Give 1 rested Don card to your leader or one of your characters. And Nico Robin, for 5,000 power, we get a cost 3 counter plus 1,000. Just a blank vanilla character, Nico Robin. Nefertari Vivi, for the cost of 2, we get a 4,000 power card with a counter plus 1,000, and it's blank. Frankie, for the cost of 4, it's a power of 6,000, and it has counter plus 1,000. Brook, cost of 2, power 3,000 with a counter of plus 2,000. Very cool. Some of them have plus 2,000. And on play, so that's when you play it, give up 2 rested Don cards to your leader or one of your characters. So basically they just go away from him. Alright, so that's a little bit of a cost there. Alright. Then we have some event cards which you can use as instructed, and they have triggers as well. So we have Guard Point here, and I really like these kind of cards because they're basically colored manga panels. So here we have the attack from Chopper, Guard Point. And it has a counter. Your leader or one of your characters gains plus 3,000 power during this battle. And as a trigger, your leader or one of your characters gains plus 1000 power during this turn. Then we have Gum Gum Jet Pistol. It's a cost of 4, and as a main, KO one of your opponent's characters with 6000 power or less. Wow, that's really interesting. And as a trigger, activate this card's main effect. Wow, that's also very, very strong. Well, from what I have seen, at least. Diable Jambe. For Sanji, of course. Yeah, cost of 1. It has a main. Select one of your Straw Hat Crew type leader or character cards, and it always says it right here, down at the bottom. Your opponent cannot activate blocker if that leader or character attacks during this turn. And as a trigger, KO one of your opponent's blocker characters with a cost of 3 or less. And we have a stage card, and I have not seen this in the demo pack yet, but I am assuming that a stage card remains in play? Question mark? I will have to look that up. But yeah, I think so. So for the cost of 2, we have 1000 Sunny. Activate main. You may rest this stage. And then 1 Straw Hat Crew type leader or character card on your field gains 1 plus 1000 power during this turn. And we get 2 of those. Alright, so there you have it. Very nice, very cool. And as this is the first, it is the first game. The first set of the game. So I will definitely be buying more and more as the sets come out, especially since I have a local game store now. Very, very cool. So I was talking about the different backs. So your Don deck has this back. Your leader, a red back, and the rest of the cards have a blue back. So if you're playing with without sleeves, which I do not recommend, you can easily see which is which when you shuffle it back and everything like that. There you have it. The Straw Hat deck, very nice. So we have the other 3 decks as well. And a booster box. Oh yes, I got a booster box as well. Right, thank you all for watching, and see you all next time. Bye bye.